those three types of friends. I'm talking about the three types of friends that you may have in your life, and then also which friend are you. So I was talking to my girlfriend last night, and I was just thinking, we just had a good conversation on the phone, and talking about nothing but talking about everything. And I was like, dang, I got those three type of friends. I got that one friend that we talk about. That's that friend from way back that know you from when you grew up and y'all been friends since elementary school. That's that childhood friend. That's the friend that you can say what you want to say. You could be yourself. You can share a little, you know what I mean? You can share a little bit with them, the past mistakes, things like that. But that type of friend that's that friend you can call on anytime we used to call in Miami, you got a caper. I got a caper I'm about to do, which caper means something totally different. But that could mean, you and the ex-boyfriend, you got to ride by the ex-boyfriend house. That's that kind of friend, you know what I mean? But at the same time, she's that kind of friend or he's that kind of friend where they just get you. They get your quirks, they get your, whatever. They just get you. And I'm grateful that I have friends that I have had over for so many years. That's one of the friends I was talking to. Then you had that other friend. You got the church friend. That's the church friend is the one that is I call them the accountability friend. Those are the ones that's going to tell you about, of course, what the scripture says, what, that's not what we do. You know how that goes. So you got that friend. And then that friend, when I call it accountability, that's where you want to really do something. You might be going through some things in your life and you I just need to put hands on somebody. Or you might be a little older where you just I just need to say what I have to say. And that friend is the one that's you don't need to say anything, right? And you're going to share with them the things, the spiritual side of the things that you may be going through, right? And how you really feel. So you can be vulnerable with that friend as well. You can be vulnerable with the first one. Matter of fact, you can be vulnerable with all three, right? But that's the friend that you share hey, this is how I'm feeling right now. Maybe you feel like God abandoned you. Whatever the case may be, you got that church friend that that spiritual friend. Then you got that last friend. And you may have one friend that's all in one, but you got certain people to call for certain things, right? You got that last friend that's all of those things in one. That friend that she done been on the other side, she done been through some things, and you can relate. There's a connection like no other. It's beyond a friendship. It's more of a sisterhood, right? And that friend is the one that you not only could be vulnerable with, but that's the friend you could tell almost everything. Some things, no matter how close and how tight you are, some things you just need to take to the grave, right? Now, if I had a friend like that, she was that close to where I felt like I could share anything and there was no judgment on the table. That's the kind of friend that is. Whereas you done did some messed up stuff, and you can't tell nobody, because if people knew some of the things you've done, they would be like, oh my God, and so, but that friend, you can tell, and they man, either they did something similar or they never did it, but they just understand. They get you. It's that kind of friend. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because a lot of y'all don't have friends like that. A lot of y'all don't have no good friends. A lot of us are not good friends. How about that? A lot of us have never learned how to be a good friend, because a lot of times you may have a friend that you may think has more than you, or may not go through the struggle like you went through, and you have a little bit of jealousy and envy. So you can't be the friend that person actually thinks that you are to them. You can't be that friend to them because of the simple fact that you harboring some childhood trauma or some issues or whatever. And that person may not have had a bad childhood or a life, And so you envy that. They got the mom and dad in the house. And so you kind of envy that and feel like, oh, she always had it good, right? So I wanted to talk about that because y'all know what this channel is about. And I was on the phone with my girlfriend. I'm like, man, she's been one of those friends that I didn't have a great life. She actually had a great childhood and things like that. But never looked down, never was in a competition. None of those different things. And I'm like so grateful. So if you have a friend like that, be grateful that you have a friend like that, because today's society, we dealing with women that have done some heinous stuff to people that they call sisters. I'm not talking about men, because I know men could do the same thing. And I was on the phone and we brought up this girl that she had did some trifling stuff, and when you see her, she's cool people and everything, but we always remember, you cross your own family. When you do some trifling stuff about a man and you cross your own family, that you broke the girl code, right? And so when I think about these things, I'm like, I wasn't always a good friend. I wasn't the jealous friend. I was just the friend that just, when I get tired of something, I move on. Or I shut down. I wasn't a friend that really, I shared what I wanted to share, and then I just kept everything to myself, because I feel like everything you go through, go to the grave, And but if God bless you to get somebody in your life that you can have like that, they always talk about that Jonathan and David relationship in the Bible. If God can give you somebody like that, then cherish it, honor it, and give them their flowers now. Don't wait until somebody is gone and give them their flowers. And it's so important to understand what a friend is. A friend is somebody that is not going to be in competition with you, that's going to tell you when you're wrong. The biggest thing is, especially for women, hold you accountable. Not tell you you're a victim, but hold you accountable and say, now that right there, you was way out of line. That's a good friend. A friend is somebody that can tell you, hey, I'm going through this, that they can be vulnerable with you and you not judge them, and they point that out to you. They point out your good side. They also point out your bad side. And then you both decide, hey, let's grow in this. Let's change this narrative. Let's change the way we think. You know what I mean? You struggle with that. I may struggle with that. That's a friend. A friend is going to always tell you what God says, right? A true friend. A true friend is going to tell you, like I said, hold you accountable, and also tell you when you're wrong, when you're in sin. That's a real good friend. Now, I talked about the different types of friendships. Where are you when it comes to being a friend? Are you that friend that just never was able to be a good friend because you was always jealous of the person? You felt that person always had it easy, and a lot of times they don't be having it easy, but they make it look easy, so you think they had it easy, and you had low-key hatred for the person. Are you the betrayal friend? You know what I'm saying? That don't wish no good, but pretend, but you want to be close to them enough to hate them, but not close enough to not betray them. You know what I mean? What friend are you? Are you the church friend? Are you the friend from way back then where y'all used to eat annihilators and pickle legs? We down here in Miami. That's what we did. What friend are you? So I just wanted to bring something light and fun today and just talk about friendship in its true essence. And if you had a great friend, or you have a great friend, honey, put it in the comment section. Let's talk about this thing. But if you was that trifling friend, or you are still that trifling friend, honey, get your life together for yourself. And the reason why you can't be the friend that you need to be, most likely, is that you don't love yourself. So in any relationship you're in, you're going to fail. You got to be able to face the demons that you have within yourself that makes you insecure and struggle with. And then you also have to turn around and hold yourself accountable and say, I'm going to be a better person. You may not be able to be a better person to that person you cross, but you could be a better person to the next person. But first, you got to be a friend to yourself by loving yourself. I hope this video finds you and you enjoy it. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys next video. Bye.